Hey guys, welcome to Mighty Mamacita's Cocina. I don't have anything to rhyme with the cocina, but today we are going to be making shrimp tacos, and it's going to fit your macros, and it's a little bit more exciting than, my typical meal prep, which is just turkey or ground beef. I have 4 meals that I eat per day, so 2 of them are very basic and easy because the easier you make it on yourself, the easier it's going to be to stick to your diet. But when it comes to dinner, you can get a little bit more creative, and that's just really the time where you can get, the avocado and all the stuff to zhuzh up your food so that it's not so boring. Because I don't want to be compared to Dr. Mike Israetel from RP. So as I'm getting ready to compete in a physique show, I have to be more mindful of my macros. I'm using the RP Diet app. You can use any app you want to out there. Most of them have a barcode so you can scan every item. So for instance, we're making shrimp tacos today. The barcode is here, and it's going to tell you exactly how many you need to make to fit your macros. And then of course, if you're cooking for your family or your kids, you can just add to it. So let's just get started. One thing when you're cooking, be mindful of what you're cooking with. So if I'm only allotted 10 grams of fat, for instance, shrimp, it's delicious if you cook it in butter, but the butter is going to be added fat. So you have to account for all of those things when you're making your meals. Therefore, because I want to use like some sauce and some avocado, which is going to increase my fats, I'm going to be cooking the shrimp using olive oil spray, which is going to limit that fat that's going to be in the meal. So I like to keep stuff really simple. I grew up, my mom's Latina, so everything my mom made had manteca in it. Fry an egg, manteca. Chorizo, add manteca. So just be really mindful. If you grew up with a certain culture and you're used to eating a certain way, you can still eat that way. But if you're trying to make sure that it meets like your macronutrient, just make sure that you change where you're adding your fats so that you can still have that delicious flavor, but you're just changing when you add it. Don't worry, we're gonna add seasoning. Just gotta put it in the pan first. So of course, you are free to add whatever seasoning you want. I don't know how your abuelita did it at home, but add whatever seasoning suits your taste. For this is actually like a really good mix. This is a Baja citrus mix you can just buy at the store. It adds really good flavor to the shrimp, and it goes well with everything else that we're gonna be putting on these tacos. So season to your heart's desire. I will also add a little bit of Lowry's and some black pepper. While we're letting that cook, I had already chopped up cilantro, red cabbage, lime, avocado, and then we're gonna make like a little sauce to go over the top. Again, this is a sauce that's just gonna be drizzled over the top because it's added fats, and I'm also already adding avocado. This will just be a very light drizzle. So keep that in mind when you're adding your fats. If it calls for a teaspoon of peanut butter, make sure that you measure that out and it's actually a teaspoon. Because I also want cheese on these, I already pre-measured out the amount of cheese that I need so that all these fats are already accounted for. So this is like a really easy sauce to make. You're just gonna add equal parts mayonnaise, sour cream, I don't even know how to say this properly, sriracha sauce, and then of course garlic powder. And I'm not gonna measure just because, we're just gonna pretend here, but not all of this is gonna go on the taco. And honestly, I used to hate mayonnaise until I realized a lot of base stuff is made with mayo, which seems like it would be gross, but it's actually pretty good. And you just add the hot sauce to taste. Okay, you always have to do the taste test, but if you're worried about this, adding to your macros, just have somebody else try it. Shorty, taste it. It's got too much of one. Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Shorty says it's good. Got these little street tacos. Again, has the barcode. You scan it in your app and it's gonna tell you. So for my macros, and Shorty's today as well, we can have 2 of these and then 7 shrimp total, or 6 shrimp rather, sorry. And just a trick, if you don't have a comal, which is basically like a place where you can heat your tortillas, you're just gonna turn on your stove here, and then you just burn them like this. If you have an electric stove, I'm sorry for you. But if you have a gas one, this is a little trick here to kind of get them a little warmed up. The other one. multitask over here. Move these shrimp aside a little bit. Drop these in here. With our pre-measured cheese, we're just gonna go ahead and put a little bit in there. Again, it's not a lot of cheese because I'm also adding avocado and a little bit of that drizzle, which is gonna have added fat as well. I'm gonna let that cheese melt a little bit. You get 3 per taco. And you can see it's like literally the fastest thing that you could ever make. Get a little squirt of lime in there as well. We're gonna garnish this. Grab your lime, get a little bit on there. Some red cabbage. And we've used broccoli slaw before as well, so kind of just whatever toppings you like. Cilantro, unless it tastes like detergent for you, which has got to be very painful if that's the case, because cilantro is delicious. And then we'll go in with a slight drizzle. Again, be mindful of your pour here because you only allotted a little bit, so we gotta make sure that we account for that. A slight pour there. Voila, dinner is served. And now Shorty gets to try it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys try this and you enjoy it. If you have other recipe recommendations, just go ahead and leave it in the comments below. Also, if you want to give the RP Diet app a try, my code Marisa10 will save you some money at checkout. Thank you guys so much for watching, and follow along with my training as I get ready for a physique show and that we continue making delicious meals that not only fit your macros, but also look a little bit better than just your standard, turkey and rice.